Okay, so to prep, I've been over the surface of the guitar with a tack rag. You can get them from Carl Spare's shops. You can see it lifts any colour from the sanding, any residual stain, hopefully any bits of grit. Basically it's coated in some kind of resin that just picks up any rubbish but doesn't leave a residue. Okay, next up I'm going to be using this stuff, Tru-Oil, which is a Gunstock finish product. I got it online. There's various places in the UK to get it. I think it's an American product for finishing, obviously, the wooden stocks of guns, but excellent for use in furniture finishing and stuff as well, and a popular choice lately, it would seem, amongst guitar finishers. Okay, we'll see how we get on. I have, if necessary, some paper towel just around a little bit of rigid but soft material to maybe wipe off any excess if needed. The application I'm going to do with a piece of nice clean lint-free cotton rag, sort of t-shirt material stuff. Okay, so we're going to swab it on with that and see how we get on. I don't rightly know how much to use, so I've put a drop here on the cloth. We'll try and work it into the cloth a little bit. Seems pretty runny stuff coming through onto the glove, straight through the folded cloth. We'll see, that's probably way too little, but let's just have a look. Okay. Oh, wow, it's going straight on and immediately straight in. I'm lifting some colour off still, it would seem, but yeah, I think maybe a little more oil would have been good, but we'll see. I think, judging by the label, there's petroleum products in here. It says about its hazardous, it's inflammable, so it easily catches fire, so note to any smokers, now's not the time. Okay, that's just gone nowhere, that's just gone and soaked it right up. Okay, I think it really matters if I'm rubbing a bit of stain and oil in at the same time, so I'll turn the rag but persevere. I don't see that's a problem. Even with a good tack ragging, obviously there's still some residual stuff. I had also sanded after applying the last coat of stain, because water-based stain I used, and that has the effect of raising the grain. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up and if I'm getting my horrible bumps in the way, but it's already starting to take on a luster, and it's sucking this oil up. It really is. I've covered a good portion of the back now. I'm kind of rolling slightly over the edges, and obviously I want to do the sides, but I want to leave this a couple of hours. So I think I've got enough of a first pass on this, which I still don't think I've got enough oil going on. I don't mind lifting off some of that stain. I kind of liking the idea of a kind of faded finish, which is why I didn't keep applying and sanding and applying and sanding with a stain, because, well, it's my first build and I'm confessed to being just a touch impatient to see how it progresses. A little bit of a squeeze, it's got a little bit heavy maybe there. Okay. already standing out if I'm touching any of the areas that I've already just applied to. So it's giving me a good indication of what needs to be covered still. Now, as to wiping off any excess, I've got a feeling that on this first coat, maybe even the second, that's not really going to be necessary. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to get a 2 or 3 coats on this, because that's just gone slurp and taken that up like there's nothing there. It's getting a luster and a bit of a sheen. There's a couple of places I may have missed. Just want to make sure I'm just kind of rolling those edges very slightly. And be careful not to go too far over, so the first side coat takes properly. I'm going to give it a couple of good circular swirls across the back here, moving reasonably tight circles across the grain. What I'm hoping is any of the open pores that are on the wood should in a few coats start to fill quite nicely, and then the sheen will build. Now, I'm really not sure at this stage, and I'll come back to it in a couple of hours, whether a buffing is going to be necessary between coats. I don't think on this first one it might not be a necessity, because I'm quite keen for it to fill the pores, and I think that's going to take a couple of 3 passes before I really need to worry too much about putting the wire wool on it in between. I think certainly this first, but we'll see. Give it 2 hours, come back, have a butcher's hook and see. Have a word with yourself. There we go. Yep. I'm quite liking the almost blotchiness on the back there. Almost kind of gives it an animal look, seeing as it looks quite animal printy on the front, which you'll get to see soon enough when I oil the front. I like the way that's going. We'll see how it dries up in a couple of hours.